You're here with Mr. Suckerhorn, and you're here with ArchieLuxury. And yep, today the ArchieLuxury hits an all-time low of depression. It's Jono. I don't know whether life is worth living without an annual calendar. And that's the question. I've just lost your image there. We've had a problem with the video. Oh, there we go. Jono, I don't know if life is worth living without an annual calendar, without a fuck-off Patek. And this is what I wanted to ask you, Jono. What do you think there? Is life worth living if you don't have an annual calendar, a complicated Patek? Archie's cleared it. That was the piece of la resistance. That was the creme de la creme. And Archie sold it for financial reasons. Financial reasons. It sounds so cheap. It sounds so low. What's your opinion, Jono? Has Archie made the biggest mistake of his YouTube career?
Oh, well, you know what my opinion was, you know, from day one with regards to, you know, selling of the annual calendar. You know, like, you know, I feel very sad for you, mate. You know, like, you know, it was such a beautiful piece, and it's, you know, it's now gone. You know, and you know, like, what natural human being wouldn't be depressed about that? You know, like you've strived hard to achieve the thing. You've worked hard, and you've paid off the loans, you've taken pictures, and you've loved the thing, and you know, you've made videos out of it. Now it's gone. Well, you know, like,
yes,
like be like ripping your heart out, wouldn't it? Yeah, ripping your heart out, Paul.
Yeah, it is very, very hard, and as some other YouTubers have mentioned to me, there also the ratings have been slipping too. The ratings have been slipping, Jono. At the moment, we've got one person, which I think is you, logged into this interview. That's it.
Oh, that's all right, mate.
Yeah, it's just things aren't going too well for old Archie. It's pretty mean. It's pretty lean, and yeah, it's a toughie. It's very much a tough situation. And what do you do, Johnny?
Oh, well, mate, you know, like,
You've got one person, which I think is you, logged into this interview. That's it.
Bob from Brisbane. Hello, Archie and John.
Yeah, it's just things aren't going too well for old Archie. Yeah, Bob. Hello, Bob. Yeah, it's getting pretty serious there. I've had a talk to the ArchieLuxury family, and they're actually quite worried about Archie. They've never seen him this depressed, and he's walking around the house with a pair of these big pliers, trying to remove toenails, and it's just terrible.
What's that? A nervous psychological?
Well, I think it's some sort of self-mutilation spurred on because he feels that, you know, life's not worth living without a fuck-off luxury wristwatch. Life is no longer.
Hang on, mate. Don't go saying silly things. You know, like life's not worth living. You know, like if too many people hear that, you know, like I'll send out the big white van for you. So, you know, like, you don't think along that lines. You know, like,
no,
like these blokes who bump themselves over Sheilas. Like, what would you want to do that for? You know, you bump yourself over a Sheila, you've got to be joking. You know? Anyway, back to your story, mate. You know, like, of course you're going to be depressed, you know, losing the Calatrava and that, you know, and it's going to take a long time.
No, he's got the Calatrava. He's got the Calatrava, but he doesn't have the
annual calendar, Paul.
The annual calendar, yeah. Maybe he's thinking to himself, maybe he should have sold the Calatrava and kept the annual calendar. Maybe that would have been a better way to go. You know what I mean? It's like when, you know, when rich people they go through hard times and they're about to get a car repossessed, do you stop paying the repayments on the BMW, or do you stop paying the payments on the Mercedes-Benz? Which one do you stop making the payments on?
I wouldn't have either personally. Yeah, I don't like either of them. Yeah.
No, well, I must admit the Krauts don't do it for me either. But I mean, you know, to put it into perspective, there, what do you do? Do you keep making the payments on the Jaguar, or do you lose the Rover? What do you do? Do you lose the Rover, or do you lose the Jaguar? What do you lose?
You don't lose the Jag, mate. You keep the Jag in the garage. No.
Yeah, you take the batteries out too. I know other people have taken the batteries out. That stops the repo man.
Yeah, they just hook them up, don't they? They just hook them. Don't worry about them. Don't worry about starting them up. You know?
They just tow. Hook and tow. Hook. Yeah.
Oh, be grouse, wouldn't it? Yeah. You know, like you ain't got the annual calendar now. You know, that's you know that's in Melbourne. You know, you'll never see it again. You know, never see it again. Why wouldn't a bloke be upset about that or feeling down? You know, isn't that but natural?
Yeah.
There's a bloke on here, Paul, called Francois Dufoy. Where do you reckon he's from?
Yeah. Have you ever drink and dialed? If so, tell us a story. What's a drink and dialed? I don't quite understand that. Am I losing? I don't know.
Oh. Drunk and drive. What? Oh no. Have you ever drink and dialed? I don't know.
I don't quite understand it. These fucking French jokes. I don't get them. You know.
Oh, yeah.
Johnny, it's depressing here. What do you do?
Well, mate, like you just take it easy. Like don't go jumping down people's straits, and and certainly don't be thinking about any like self-harm. Or like saying life's not worth living. Well,
no.
Like to say that you've got to be pretty depressed, don't you? I noticed a comment the other day from Mr. Richard Stevens. He said, seriously, if you're that depressed, you should go and see a GP. Well, that's his words, not mine.
Unfortunately, Archie doesn't have the $5 now that the coalition has stopped free health care. You've got to pay out of pocket $5 to see a bulk billing GP. Archie doesn't have that anymore. He doesn't have the $5.
Yeah, that's very nice of Mr. Abbott to do that, isn't it? Like you're putting a pinch on a lot of people. Doing that sort of thing. But that's another story. But like if you can get yourself to a doctor, but like you start saying stupid things like, life's not worth living. Well, hang on. Don't let too many people hear that, mate. Like you don't tell your old man that. Or your mum.
No. No, Jono.
You're not speaking to her, are you? You still speaking? You're not speaking.
That's my stepmom. That's my stepmom, Jono. That's my stepmom, Jono.
Yeah, you're not speaking to her. You're right.
No, I am speaking to her. She's just person non gratis, Jono.
What? Person of no name, of no entity.
Person non gratis is from the Latin. Persona non gratis.
Yeah, you're person of no entity.
It means unwelcome.
Oh, well, yeah.
Unwelcome. The unwelcome class.
Yeah, well, they have a name for them in India. What do they call them? The Untouchables or something?
It's the Untouchables. Yeah.
No, not in America. Not with Elliot Ness.
India.
Those Indian ones. Yeah. Big rap for that. Anyway, what are you going to do about your depression? How are you coping with your state of mind and your depression?
Well, it's the seller's remorse. It's the seller's remorse. That's the worst part. Seller's remorse.
Well, that's a depressive disorder, isn't it? Like you're not happy about it. You're depressed. Like, you know, Seller's Remorse, yeah, a great clinical name. Yeah, great, you know. Yeah, you know, what medication they bang you on for that? You know? When you go up to the doctor and say, oh, look, I've got Seller's Remorse, he's going to go, fuck, you got what? Seller's Remorse? You're going to sign here, son. Hang on, the big white van's coming. Yeah? You know, be careful. Be careful. You know, you got to say you're depressed. You know, don't tell them why. You know, they got to work that out. Now that's what you're paying them for. You know why you're depressed. You've done the annual calendar.
Yes.
That's why you're depressed. You know, amongst other things. You know, one of these turd haters out there. You know, and you know the ones that trying to get into you all the time. You know, like what do they want to give you a kicking for all the time? You know, that's what like you think, oh, look, good luck to you, Archie, you'll be right, mate. No, it's like that. What's that bloke, Cage? His name, he just wanted to give you a kicking, that cat.
Yeah.
You know, yeah.
Now, Jono, I'm just gonna go out for a minute. I just need to go and I'm just gonna have a cry in another room. I'll just be a couple minutes. Can you cover me, please?
You're gonna have a cry? Oh, turn up, mate.
Yeah, I'm just gonna go and have a cry. Can you please cover me for 5 minutes, Jono?
5 minutes?
Yeah, just cover me 5 minutes. A toilet break and a cry, okay?
Toilet break and a cry. Give it a take,
okay.
Mate.
Yeah, give us a hug too, John. I'll be back in a minute.
Give it a tongue. Give it a tongue. Any questions? Mr. Dufour could be maybe a French Canadian. Drink and call. Now, Mr. Dufour, drink and call. I'm still not quite with you what your question is, sir. Question: have you ever drunk and dialed? You know, drink and call. You know, what we're doing at the moment? Yeah, I'm having a drink here. Yeah, I'm having a drink here. Mr. Bob from Brisbane passed comment on a video today. He said he liked something. You know, can't remember what the exact video was, but you know, that was very nice. You know, like Archie's got a very loyal following, but you know, I'm a little bit concerned for his welfare. Now, why wouldn't a bloke be depressed if he lost, you know, such a beautiful timepiece of what he's lost? Now, really, you know, it's only but fair. It's going to feel a bit down, but I don't know about going out for a cry or, you know, I wouldn't be going off to the doctor and say, look, I've got, you know, Seller's Remorse. You know, what, he's going to say, what? What's that? And then you explain, I'm upset because I've lost my watch. You know? He's going to take one look at him, it'll be 000. It'll be 000, and you know, the jacks will be there, and they'll surround the joint, and the next thing the big white van's coming along, and they'll take them out to Larundel or a Medlow, you know, the local Medlow, up in Brisbane or something. That'd be grouse, wouldn't it? Yeah. You know, like, I know he pushes the limits, but you know, I wouldn't be, you know, whacking up all these videos about Seller's Remorse and that. You know, like, say if your GP saw all this, you know, they're going to call you up and say, well, come in, we'll have a chat. You know, take these, you know, whack about 8 lung Actal in your head every day or something. Calm down a bit. Yeah, that'd be grouse. Put him on Zoloft or something. That'd be good. Yeah, that'd get him flying. You know, whack about half a dozen Zoloft into his head. Yeah, that'll calm him down a little bit. Yeah, he'll be floating on cloud nine then. Oh, God. Hello. We've got Johnny and Arch, Calatrava or the Patrimony. Oh, I'd go for the Patrimony personally. Yeah. I know, you know, I just like Vash, you know. Oh, well. No more drinks and calls. I don't know what question you're asking, Mr. Dufour. You know, I don't know, maybe you know you're using a Bing translator or something. You know, that's grouse. We should hear that one. You know, translating Thai to English through Bing. Oh fuck, they got no idea. Anyway, what are we going to lead to? Depression. Why don't we get some, don't worry, Archie, give him some, a bit of incentive. Give him, a bit of a pat on the back and say he'll be right. But, I tell you what, I'm very concerned, about his welfare. Very concerned indeed. I don't know what we're going to do. I know what I'm going to do. I don't know what he's going to do. How'd you be, like he's going saying all this, and then there's a knock at the door or something like that, and say, look, we're a little bit concerned for you, your state of mind. Now come along with us. Oh Christ! Well, what would you do? You'd put up a bit of a fight, I guess, at least. Blokes, like he's a man's man. Like blokes don't sort of really talk about their ailments and and the conditions. Sort of a but it must have got to him that much he just can't keep it in anymore. Maybe he's just got to tell people how he's feeling. Maybe that helps him. That helps him cope. All right, we've got 8 people watching now. Apparently, we've got Mr. Asri 10, Mr. Francois Dufois. We've got Bob from Brisbane, Phil Alexander. G'day, Phil. And that's all the people we've got made a comment. Oh well, it's not this. Like it's what chance have you got? Of seeking random people just happen to flick onto the ArchieLuxury channel, watching the show. Suppose we're lucky we've got 8 people, really. It's Sunday night. People want to go to bed, go to work tomorrow or something. I don't care. I'll be up all night. I'll have a drink tonight. Sunday night. Take the kids to school in the morning. That's all right for me.
G'day. Speaking of cats, the way that thing has got a head on it, that beer.
Oh, yeah, I'm sorry, mate. I'm all nervous speaking by myself. It's not my caper.
Jono, I had a cry. I had a cry, Jono.
You all right there?
I had a cry, yeah. It's all okay. Don't worry about it, Jono. The wife just said to me, man up! That's what she said, man up.
Pretty easy for her to say while she's going twiddle twiddle on the grand piano.
Yeah, exactly, Jono. Man up, she said, man up. Man up.
Man up. She's driving around in a new car. And
that's right.
Driving around in a new car, she's going twiddle twiddle on the baby grand Kauai.
It's just
and she's saying man up. It's like you want a tap on the back. Don't you love them? God, strike me. Don't you just love them? The incentive, man up. What sort of incentive is, man up? You've just done a 25 grand, watch.
Yeah.
Well, it's worth more than that. That's what you sold it for. It's worth about 50, isn't it? Go and buy a new one.
Yeah, it's sad, Jono.
Jono,
I just want to tell you, seriously, there are times when I just want to close the channel and run away, Jono. I want to close the channel down and run away, Jono.
Oh, don't do that, mate. There's too many people dependent on you. Like it break my heart to see you weren't there. You break my heart. I enjoy watching you, mate. But if the pressure's getting too much, go and don't think about hurting yourself or self-mutilation. What are you doing, pulling out your toenails and pliers? You can't you?
Jono, I've gone to see the GP, right? Who I had to pay $5 for to see.
Yeah.
And he said to me, maybe I need to be assessed.
Assessed?
He said, maybe, he just said he doesn't feel comfortable in the room with me and him.
Pardon? He doesn't feel comfortable in the room with you? Well, what were you
He doesn't feel, he just says...
Were you abusive or? Yeah, well, yeah.
No, I was stroking his patek. I was stroking his patek whilst he was talking to me.
And you've gone in and told him you've got seller's remorse, and you're all depressed.
Yes, that's right.
And you're straight.
Yes.
Yeah, well, I'd feel a little bit uncomfortable, I guess, myself, really. Like, it's a little bit of an unusual ailment, I suppose you describe it as, but not decrying the severity of it, not the severity of the condition, but no wonder the fucking doctor's saying...
He did say to me, he said, look, normally when he treats those symptoms, right, he said to me, normally when he treats those symptoms, he prescribes the pill and it all goes away.
What pill? What drugs?
The contraceptive pill. The contraceptive pill. He said, but because I'm a bloke, he said he doesn't think it would work.
Hasn't he got anything stronger than that?
He said if he gives me the pill, the only thing I'll get is a headache every night.
Yeah, well, that's why women take them, don't they? Yeah, that's why women take the pill, so they get a headache every fucking night. Yeah, that's what they say. Oh, I've got a headache. Oh, you've got a fucking headache. I'm not sticking it in your mouth. Yeah.
Well, you can, Jono. You can, Jono. I like a bit of variety, Jono. You know what I mean. You like a bit of variety there. And Jono, I got to admit, I do like the description of you, class and sleaze in one.
Look, I can lower the quality of conversation down to the baseline of sex quick as the next bloke can, mate.
Yes.
It's all, it all comes down to that in the end, doesn't it? Really? Like a bloke walks down the street, he only thinks two things. It's either yes or no. It's nothing else. It's not, if she got a university degree, or gee, I like the shoes, where were they made? Or, oh, is she wearing a Carlos and Patty shirt, is she? Or, what's it, is it a Louis Vuitton bag she got there, or is it an imitation? You don't ask that. Just go yes or no, don't you? Would you or wouldn't?
Yes.
And move on. Anyway, back to, anyway, what did the doctor say? He's a bit uncomfortable.
The doctor said whenever he's treated these symptoms before, he normally prescribes the contraceptive pill, and he said he's scared of prescribing that to me because everyone he prescribes the contraceptive pill to, they have a headache at 9 o'clock every night.
How many blokes does he prescribe it to? Well,
that's what he said there. It's just.
He didn't suggest anything else. Like he didn't say like go ahead, give you a script for Largactil or or Zoloft or
Yeah, Archie's been on Zoloft before.
Oh, that's grouse, is it?
That's a amazing shit. That Zoloft. It can have a very. It has a weird.
You whack about 6 and you're in about half a dozen pots. Oh, it's whack about 6 of them in, like you don't care about nothing. And why would you anyway, that's a pretty severe drug.
Well, when Archie had Zoloft, the minutes move so slow. The seconds just seem to take an hour to move a minute.
Well, that's what it's very insular depression. Like it's a very very isolating. People feel as if they're on their own and no one's going to help them, and and there's no way out of this dark tunnel, and there's no light at the end of it. What am I going to do? And you're pulling out your toenails with pliers. Did you tell the doctor about that?
Sorry?
What did the doctor say about pulling your toenails out with pliers?
Well, I said to him, I'd rather pull my toenails out than come to the realization that I've actually sold the annual calendar.
Oh, fuck. And what he must have put you on medication when you said that.
No, he said, just wait here.
Just wait here.
I won't be long. He had to go and make a phone call in another room, Johnny.
What? You
He had no.
What
He
did you
had-
do that for?
I don't know. He had to go and take a phone call in another room. He said it won't be long, and I just got a bit. I got a bit scared with how much these doctors charge, and I ran out of the surgery.
You're kidding. Fair
No.
My God. So he's quizzed you. You're sitting there.
Yes.
He had a Calatrava on, did he?
No, he had a vintage Calatrava, yes.
He had a Calatrava on, and you're stroking that.
Yes.
And you walked in there and told him you've got seller's remorse because
Yes.
you sold your annual calendar.
Yes.
He most probably think you're mad because you've done that anyway. You know,
Yeah.
like if he's wearing one, he might probably think, what do you fucking do that for? You know? You know, like, he must have hit all rock bottom, selling things off like that. Yeah, so you're stroking the watch, tell him you sold that, you've got seller's remorse, and then he's walked out the room, I've got to make a phone call.
Yes.
And then what's happened? You've hit the toe. You've run out.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, you don't know what these bills are going to come to. You know, I gotta, you know, we don't have free healthcare anymore.
I wouldn't be worrying about the bill, but when you go to bed tonight, like if there's a knock on the door about 10 o'clock, I'd be, I don't think I'd open it. You know? You're joking, mate. When did you see the doctor today? You go to see the doctor, yeah?
Yeah. 24-hour medical centre, Jono, you know.
You're right, eh?
It's a legacy from a Keating government, okay? You wouldn't understand.
Yeah. Well, you take it easy, buddy.
Yeah.
Very easy.
Jono, I think I had enough, okay? I think I had enough. I'm just gonna... Jono, I'm gonna pull the switch, and I need to take a break for a while, okay? And...
No worries, mate. You take it easy. You know?
Yeah.
Exactly.
I think that's the way, Jono. So let's just stay on the line there. Fuckers, it's time for Archie to take a bit of time out. The seller's remorse is biting hard, and let's just say a few kind words for our Archie. See you later, fuckers.
Take it easy, mate.